Welcome Taurus to your in-depth weekly forecast for week commencing the 3rd of June for the Ascendant, the Sun or the Moon. On the screen now I'm showing the event chart right at the start of the week. We need to be mindful of your ruler, the gorgeous Venus, and that's very close to the Sun as we start this week. And what a week it can be, particularly for you. It starts, however, with the position of the Moon and Mars so close together, you could feel a little bit on edge as you come into Monday, but things will soon pick up for you as the Moon moves into your sign. Now we're going to see a transition between Mercury in Taurus into its home sign of Gemini. But think what you've achieved over the last couple of weeks. The chances are, Taurus, you've primed up some things that maybe had felt like they were stalling for quite some weeks because of Mercury's long journey through your 12th house, 9.5 weeks. Psychologically, it may have been a little bit of a tough time, but you're coming into your own, and Mercury forges a brief but powerful link to Neptune, and suggesting that a connection to someone else can be cheering you on. But this is a week when you can appreciate the parts of your situation which are very much to do with Earth. How's that with all this energy in Gemini? Well, it's true that the host of Mercury from Monday, which joins with Jupiter, a very fortunate combination, and both link back to the powerful Pluto in your 10th house of work and how you link to the wider world. But there's the clue. There could be something to do with your resources that's going to take a step forwards in a really pleasing way. But it all depends on the background preparation you've been doing, because Saturn has been asking some really difficult questions over the last year or more, and you may have come to the view that certain people were not as worthy of you as you had previously thought. So there may have been some changes around your connections, network and friendships, and there could still be further questions to ask this week, to be honest. But if you really have been putting the effort in, Saturn being in your sector of the future, the chances are you can start to reap the benefits of a lot of grit and a lot of application that you've been applying for quite some time. Because the combination of Mercury and Jupiter on Monday can truly be very beneficial. If you are someone who's buying or selling something, this is a very good portent, no doubt about it. And then on Tuesday, Venus links exactly with the Sun in a cazimi. Now this energy, if you like, is radiating the core vibe of Venus for a year, for you personally. And I feel therefore that finances can pick up for you over the next 12 months. It may not be immediately obvious because with Jupiter in your second solar house, it's all about application, going through the processes in a very consistent way. And Jupiter sometimes can see us a little bit bored with the details. We're much more interested in the plan than actually getting stuck in. But if you're prepared to roll up your sleeves with the help of this Venus cazimi in your second house, the way you think about resources or you discuss resources or the way you share information or gain extra knowledge about marshalling your resources, you will see a much improved outcome over this next year ahead. Now that brings us to the new moon on Thursday. And that's what I was hinting about friends, because if there are some people who don't align to your values, you're going to find out on this particular new moon. This new moon is asking you to think about your values and your self-worth as much as your money. And whilst Venus can bring some fortune to the equation, Venus is also about relating. The people you can relate to in a way which feels solid and real. And you know you can absolutely rely upon them. Those are the people that you need to be collaborating with at this time. So if there are some other people that you're not sure of, I feel this new moon will reveal those players. Because over the last 6 weeks, which will become much more obvious by the end of this week, I feel your emotions have been up and down at times. As Mars storms into your sign for a 6-week stay through to the 21st of July, that's going to bring you very much into the moment. And some of the anxieties or mood changes that have been prevalent in recent weeks can just fade away. So I feel that this is a week when a lot of clarity can start to shape up for you. Yes, you can enjoy the things that are really important to Taurus, whether it's a bit of luxury, some lovely food, being in nature, being very sensual in your approach. All those things can call out to you. But I feel essentially it's your values that you're wanting to feel are being enhanced, and you're being true to yourself, and the people around you are energetically right for you. And that's essentially the springboard from all this Gemini energy. I hope you have a great week, Taurus, and if you've yet to subscribe, please do so now.